Last season, you guys were a top 10 defense. You guys are back in the top 10 again. When you just look at the big picture, why is this team just generally defended pretty well?
I mean, I think we look back on our losses and we figure out, we either going to outscore teams or we're going to stop teams. And I think I asked Coach this, actually, and he was like, I was like, what do you think, what type of team? He said, we got to be both to be really good. And I think that's what we're doing. We being good on both sides, and we winning games now.
Yeah, I mean, early in the season, you were saying, look, this team just has a lot of talent. You got to get it all on the floor. We kind of see it now of, this is what it looks like when it's almost completely healthy.
Yeah. I mean, we know how good we could be, and that's what a little bit of frustration part on us when we lose games. But obviously, we're missing a big part of our team, Trey Murphy, and so when he gets back, we just gotta keep getting the feel and the rhythm going.
And we've seen B.I.'s defensive numbers, blocks, and steals really go up lately. How does it change things for y'all when he's making a big impact on that end?
I mean, when your superstar doing all the little things and all the things to win the game, it makes the game a lot more easier. I think he's doing a tremendous job on that side. I think he's watching a lot of my film at home, but he's doing a good job, and he got to continue that for us to keep on growing.
And how much does it help for some of your main guys to be able to get some time off in that fourth quarter going into a back-to-back tomorrow night against, one of the top teams in the West?
I mean, it's a growing point. I think we took this game very serious, and we try to attack it and get our guys some rest. We know we got a tough one tomorrow. We didn't look past this, this game, because we know winning in the NBA is tough. So we focused on this game, and it went well. And then halfway through it, we were trying to say, let's get these guys some rest, and let's get ready for tomorrow.
Coming off a big win against the Lakers, and then having a big one again tomorrow night against the leaders in the Western Conference against the Timberwolves. A lot of teams, they say, might kind of have a letdown for a game like tonight. What does it say about the focus of this group to not have one?
That's what I said. It's a growing point for us. We know how easy it is to look past this one and go past the first team in the West. So we did a good job, but we don't want to be we got a back-to-back tomorrow. We land late. It's okay to come out now. We need to go out there. They don't care, so we need to go out there and hoop. They're a tough team. We know that, and they're playing really well. So we got to get our guys going tomorrow.
I know you mentioned that Trey's out, but it seems like you really found your rhythm. You mentioned that after the last couple of games, and then Larry's now back. Do you feel like you guys coming off the bench, even though you don't have Trey, are kind of feeding off what the Stars are doing and vice versa, to where we're kind of seeing what we saw last season right before all the injuries hit?
Yeah, we're getting our little rhythm back with the swag, and we almost fully got our bench back. So Larry was a big part of that, and my ankle, and like I tell everybody, it's important. Like everybody might, getting injured and then getting back in rhythm is tough. It takes time. Sometimes you don't have time, and sometimes you do. But I think that's what we feeling in. We finally getting time. Getting back to who we are.
You mentioned BI watching some of your defensive tape. Have you noticed that Naji has progressively gotten more and more attempts at the GTA?
Yeah, I mean, I see it. I think it worked a few times. But it's fun. If they're looking out for me, my dog, he's gonna get them. So he's funny with that one.
You mentioned the importance of this. The starters didn't have to play in the fourth quarter. No one played more than 25 minutes, I think, tonight going into the back-to-back. How important do you think CJ's been as far as just the way he started these last couple games in the first quarter?
Hey, man, CJ's playing at a high level. He's shooting the ball at a really high level. I mean, he's doing what he's supposed to do with us, for us, and I mean, there's nothing to say. He hooping right now. He out there flat out hooping, and I don't know what he's doing and what his rhythm or his workout is. He need to continue because he's doing what we need him to do.
Has being teammates with CJ the past season and a half or whatever it is, has it been what you thought it would be? Is there anything different or anything like that?
Nah, yeah, I used to watch them, Trailblazers when he played back with Dame. I was a young cat watching them play. They was in the playoffs, in some tough playoffs, and I used to watch CJ all the time, and he's a great human being, and one thing about him, he know how to score. He got that score mentality in the sense of that's something I'm not like mentality at, and he shows me, he just shows me like it's okay to miss shots. It's okay, you're gonna work, you're gonna get it back, and he's a great person to learn from. He do a lot of good things on and off the court. He's a great basketball player, and he's also a great human being.
What's it like saying how much he's adjusted, just because he plays here so differently than he played in Portland, and being able to figure out how to fit in here?
I think the main thing, CJ came in when he first came in and said it's okay to coach me. I played every role. I don't know his history obviously, but to the fullest. But he been a backup point guard. He been a starter. He been one of those guys that takes over games, and also been a guy that play his role. And I think that's one thing he came in with with the right mindset. And he told us, I played every role, and I understand what this team needs, and I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. And he's doing the right thing.